We start here at the Storm Prediction Center with the question, has Tornado Alley shifted? We've heard a lot of people ask, and now the Storm Prediction Center has more than a decade's worth of data that can give us an answer. This year, the Storm Prediction Center updated their tornado climatology data, and we now see where tornadoes have increased compared to decades past, and what changes we are seeing right here in Oklahoma.
That additional data really told us a more comprehensive idea of what the true tornado threat is on any given day or any given month or for an entire year all across the entire country. That data has changed through time, and a big piece of that is that we're getting so much more information. The original part that we talked about with the additional documentation of tornadoes, a lot of this is in what we call QLCS tornadoes, or tornadoes within a line, which are much more frequent farther east. So let's say east of the Mississippi, they end up with a lot of them that are now being documented, and so we have those now within this database. So when you see the entire climatology for tornadoes, it does increase more as we go farther east.
So let's go over the numbers. If you look at this map right here, over the last 70 years, the most likely spot to see a tornado was a pretty large area that ran from the southeast to Oklahoma and into the northern plains and upper Midwest. Now let's look at the data from just the last 30 years, which shows changes. It highlights a very tiny drop in tornadoes in Oklahoma and shows the bullseye for tornadoes now appearing in southern Illinois, parts of Tennessee, and into Mississippi and Alabama. Now let's look at the strongest tornadoes.
When you look for higher end tornadoes, let's say EF2 or EF3 plus, the shift is not nearly as large as it is in the others. There have been many notable events recently in the southeast, which has resulted in higher numbers over in that area, but here in the plains, the numbers haven't really changed.
Those that are rated in EF3 or higher, the data has always suggested that the most likely spot for an EF3 plus tornado to occur has been in Mississippi and Alabama, with the newest data now showing the threat expanding into Tennessee and western Kentucky. So what does it say about Oklahoma? There has been a small decrease in the strongest of tornadoes, but it's extremely small. And remember, the EF scale is a damage scale. And since areas east of the Mississippi are more populated, the chance that a strong tornado could hit a structure is much greater than here in Oklahoma, where open land is easier to find. But there are also other reasons for the changes, and a lot of it has to do with you.
That data has changed through time, and a big piece of that is that we're getting so much more information. There are storm chasers. Every single person has a cell phone that they're able to document these. There are very few tornadoes that go undocumented these days.
So let's bring all of this together and what we have seen in Oklahoma and what you should take away from all of this. Oklahoma still experiences many tornadoes every year, and the changes we have seen in tornado frequency is extremely small. We're talking about a change so small that it's hard to see until you dig deep into the numbers. So what does this mean for Tornado Alley? Not much, really. You see, Tornado Alley is a nickname given to an area that's in the central part of the United States that consistently experiences a high frequency of tornadoes each year. But it has nothing to do with where tornadoes are most frequent. That means we still always have to be ready for whatever severe weather season throws our way, and making sure we are always prepared no matter the time of day or night.